Hey YouTube, it's me Vanessa. I am here for another book review. I have to say, this is one of the best books I have ever read in the young adult genre, and I am just so excited to share with you. But let me start with the book is called The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken, and oh my goodness, this is amazing. I'm so excited to share this with you guys, and definitely pick it up. Those who haven't read it, library. If you don't have money, rent it like I did. Okay, so let me start with a non-spoiler section, and then later on I'll go into the spoilers on explaining like my favorite and my worst parts, that type thing. So first of all, this is non-spoiler, so those who haven't read it, definitely you can hang around. Okay, so to start with, The Darkest Minds is pretty much about a world where you have a bunch of children from age 7 all the way to 16 who die of this disease that's going around. Imagine a bunch of kids in their classroom with these kids just dying, and they don't know why. But then you also have some survivors. So you have these children who survived this virus and were, I guess, immune to it, and who didn't die and are stuck in this world where all the adults are scared of these kids because they're like, well, why are they alive? You know, what happened? And then you learn more that these children who survived actually have special powers. So it's almost like a what would you say, X-Men, where they have mind control, they can set things on fire, they can do all different kinds of stuff, and it's really neat. Um, but it's sad because a lot of these kids are sent to this like concentration camp. So they're sent to these camps all throughout the state. This happens, I guess, in Virginia most of the time because I recognize a lot of places are in Virginia. So there's this big camp that these kids go to, and they're divided into their powers. So if they have really special powers that can kill people, that can use mind control and all that kind of stuff, they're set into this one area, and they're like chained up. They have hoods over their faces where they can't use their mind control and all that kind of stuff. And then you have your least dangerous children who are in another area who are walking around doing chores and all that kind of stuff. Now, the main character, Ruby, she is a 10-year-old who is brought into this concentration camp, and she's in there for many years. I don't want to spoil how many years and what happened and all that kind of stuff, but just think, this child's in there for a long time. And throughout the book, you know, she gets into problems and things happen, and it's just very action packed. It's a definite read that is will keep you on the edge of your seat, and that you'll keep reading and reading, wanting to know what's going on, you know, what's happening, why are they doing this, and what happens next. And so I really enjoyed this book. You know, I cannot say enough that this is a different type of book. This is not your Hunger Games or your City of Bones. This is actually a book who goes more into the comic book type storyline. I mean, it's really neat, and I really enjoyed it, and I highly recommend it, those who haven't read it. So definitely pick it up. You have to, and like I said, library near you, pick it up. It's definitely worth it. Now, okay, so now those who have not read it, go now because I'm about to spoil some things, and come back and comment and tell me how you liked it, okay? And I will also do the link to my Goodreads, those who enjoy reading books, who want to keep up with my reviews. Check it out. Okay, so now spoiler. Spoiler. I have to say, I really enjoyed this book, but halfway through it, I was not so happy, and I'll explain why in a bit. But first, what I want to do is I want to go through what I really enjoyed about the book. First, I liked the dynamic between Ruby and Sam. That's the girl that she met at the concentration camp. I'm calling it concentration camp because that's exactly what it was like. So they meet. Sam really stands up for Ruby because Ruby's like really mousy. She's always in the corner, always scared, doesn't want to say anything, doesn't want to get caught because Ruby's an orange. Literally, she's an orange and she's going as a green, and she doesn't want to be picked up or killed or, you know, hurt in any way. And I think think sometimes too that she's scared to use her powers. She's one that has seen other oranges work their magic, especially Martin, and kill people, and she just does not want to do that. So it's to the point where she's trying to get rid of the idea that she's orange, and she's trying to put it in the back of her mind, but it happens. It's she is what she is. And so she seems very standoffish. She doesn't want to get in the middle of anything. And so one of the guards, she gets in trouble. And so Sam stands up for her. Now, I liked how she did that, but I also was kind of confused. It's like, well, Sam, you stand up for her, and you got mad, though, that she didn't stand up for herself. Why'd you stand up for her? You did it. Pay the consequences. And so that I was kind of confused on, but I do like how Sam, stood up for her. And I also like how Ruby got better within the book. So from the very beginning, she didn't stand up for herself. She didn't do anything. She didn't feel secure in her own skin, I guess. And then later on, as the book went by, she did better, and she was more boisterous with her opinion, and she stood up for herself, and she stood up for others. So I really, really enjoyed that. I also really liked the relationship between the others that she was going with, Liam, Chubbs, and I think it's Suze. I think that's her name. That's the name I can't remember. The little one, the one with the power hand control thing with Bob. That relationship I thought was really cool because there were funny parts, and then there were also a lot of action with them escaping and continually escaping and all that kind of stuff, and searching for this one kid that is an orange who's in charge of everything, and in the slip kid or whatever, slick kid, or I forgot. But anyway, so because I didn't like that character, that's why. But yeah, so that whole thing was cool. What I didn't like, and this is the thing that I actually had to push through reading, and I was kind of disappointed at first, but then I saw kind of how it was going, and the end was the fact that on page 14 of this book, there was an incident where one of the orange kids did mind control for one of the guards to shoot themselves in the face. It was really gruesome. It was really entertaining. It was, yes, I'm weird like that. I am a Stephen King fanatic. I love his books, and he is very graphic in that. And I thought, well, this is what she was going for. This is what she's going to do. She's going to be controversial. She's going to do the whole young adult thing, but she's going to be like, bam, like right in your face. But it didn't do that for the rest of the book, and I was just like, what is going on? What? And so as I'm reading, I'm kind of like, oh, this is lame. What's going on? There's like no action, there's no gore, there's no excitement. But then in the end, you see that was just, she wanted that to be an opener to the world. And I guess it was a very rough place that Ruby was in before. And I guess that's what she wanted to get to the point of, that these kids do have real powers. And then it got better. It just got better. You just have to get past that. I was so disappointed. And I wanted to give this book a 4 out of 5 because of that. I know, huh? But I ended up giving it a 5 out of 5, which I thought it was excellent. I was so excited to read it. I was very happy. And then I really liked the ending. I liked how the realization that Ruby actually, no, I think she knew, but the realization for the reader that Ruby actually wiped her parents' mind free of knowing her. I was like, what? This is awesome. And then with the same with Liam, because the whole league, they wanted to use her, only her, and they were going to use Liam as like this bait. If you don't do what we want, we're going to kill him or hurt him or whatever. And so she begged, I will do whatever you want, just let him go. And then she met up with him, and she wiped his mind clean of her. And I'm like, what is going on? And the thing with Chubbs, is he dead? Is he alive? Like, what? And I have to admit, I'm not one to cry in books, okay? The only books I cry in are Nicholas Sparks. This one actually made me a little tear up. I was shocked. When Chubbs got shot, I'm like, no, what? And so I thought it was really, really great. Great book. I highly, highly recommend it to those who, have not read it, but also those who have read it. Let me know what you guys thought. Definitely, um, probably private message me if you're going to be spoiler-ish, or definitely check out the Goodreads, because that's actually what I'm on, and we can do a discussion about that. But I thought it was a really good book, and I'm so happy I picked it up. Now, if any of you have any questions, comments, post them down below. But that's pretty much it. Those were just the best parts in the book that I thought, and the worst, and I'm so glad I stuck through it and read it. Now, if there's any other books that you guys want me to do review on, let me know. I'm right now reading Eon, which I'm really, really excited about reading, and I will be doing a review possibly on that one too, because it had got really, really good reviews for those who have read it. So definitely check out that in the future, and check out my weight loss video that comes up tomorrow. All right, see you guys later. Bye.